They lost game one. Outplayed in a bunch of categories, kind of key categories, but it only takes one on the road. It only takes one on the road. Right? When you're not the home team in the 7-game series, you have to win one on the road, but there's two ways to say that, right? You have to win one on the road, or you could say this. You only have to win one on the road. Tonight's another opportunity for that for the Canes. By the way, I picked the Canes in 7. They don't draw pictures on the final tally, right? If you get 4 wins, it's 4 wins. Nobody goes, yeah, but that game won. No, I don't think you understand.
No pictures on the scorecard.
4 wins are 4 wins. So let game 1 be what it was, a loss in game 1 on the road, and let game 2 be what it is, an opportunity for you to treat the trip to New York as a massive success. There's not a single Canes fan out there. Actually, maybe there's a single one. But I would say most Cane fans, if you said, hey, first 2 games in MSG, would you take 1-1? Most Canes fans are saying, yep. Give me 1-1 and bring it back to Raleigh.
I'd take 1-1.
That's still on the table. Rod Brind'amour was asked if he feels any different about game 1 now that he's had a little bit of time to sleep on it.
Yeah, no. I mean, again, we got to be a little bit better in all areas. Obviously, maybe one area in particular, but they like a great team over there, and they had to make high-end plays on the goals. I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, that's part of it. So we got to just find a way to be a lot much better.
Maybe aside from the Panarin goal, but that's for another day. Maybe one key area. You think that's special teams?
Clearly.
You think that might be 0 for 5 on the power play and 0 for 2 on the penalty kill? This is a conversation we've had a lot. It's about not letting one game affect the other. Rod spoke on just that.
It's one game. We know we were right there. I mean, it's not like, we understand where we lost the game, and we got to be better in some areas, but we did some really good things too that can't be overlooked, and we got to build on. So, like you said, it's one game. We certainly don't want to bleed into 2, so we got to be that much better tomorrow.
Can't let game 1 impact game 2 in a negative way. The adjustments, sometimes it's not just drawing a fence or building a gigantic barrier between game 1 and game 2, because you want to learn from game 1. You want to see where you should improve in game 1 and let that trickle over into game 2. But you can't let the mental anguish of the loss bleed into game 2. Can't let one loss turn into 2. Can't let one game beat you twice. The fact of the matter is this. Tonight could be the most important game of the series. Tonight could. Game 2, when we look back on it, right? We're weeks and months into the future. We're looking in the rearview mirror. We could look back at game 2 between the Canes and the Rangers as the most important game of the series, and you have to look at it with that much on the line if you're the Canes. Now, I don't think 0-2 would be any kind of death sentence, but I will say this. A win, I think, goes a lot further than you'd think it does.
1-1 coming home sounds a lot better than 0-2.
1-1, just the act of getting the win on the road, which, by the way, the Canes, I mean, over the last couple of years, significantly better at home than on the road. If you can tell a Canes team you just have to win at home, you like your chances a bit more. I know it hasn't been 100%, but you like your chances a bit more. I look at it in this. The reward of winning this game is massive. The reward of finding a way to get it done is massive. Now, a loss is I wouldn't say as equally, but it's there's some stakes on that side as well. And then it all comes down to how. Madison Square Garden brought the energy in game 1. I don't know if the Canes handled it as good as they possibly could. Now, that's much easier said than done, right? Sitting at home on my couch, I'm watching the entire Madison Square Garden chant, "Bleep you, Tony," at Tony D'Angelo, and I'm going, I don't know if he's handling it the best way that he could as I sit in the comfort of my couch, right? I don't know if Evgeny Kuznetsov really handled that penalty as well as he could have. Looks like he got a little frustrated. Second guy always gets caught. By the way, can you turn the fan off? That hum's annoying me. That's how I'm dealing. That's what I'm dealing with. But they're also the professional athletes, and they're the ones that have at one point, many different points in time, were the betting favorite to win the Stanley Cup. Madison Square Garden brought the energy in Game 1, and if you think winning a game is going to lower their heightened energy, that's crazy. Especially because since then, the Knicks won again, so Rangers fans feel like they're untouchable right now. You have to match their energy and stay level-headed, right? It's the oxymoron. It's what everybody wrote in your middle school yearbook, right? Have a hot summer, stay cool. You have to match that energy, stay level-headed. Be hot-tempered, stay cool. That's what tonight is about for me. Right? There's going to be intense situations, big hits, maybe late hits, good calls, maybe bad calls by the refs, and they're going to be immediately followed by special teams. What did it take, 24 seconds for the Rangers to score their 2 power play goals?
Yeah, combined. Yep, that's about it.
It has to be that quick. You get calm, you get focused, you get locked in on the next play. On the flip side, when you have 5 power plays yourself, you have to get calm, you have to get focused, you have to get locked in for the entirety of that advantage. I mean, it's right there in the name, right? You have the man advantage. Take advantage of it. They don't call it the man disadvantage. They call it the man advantage when you're on the power play. Go get it. Tonight can shake everything up. You can wrestle home ice back. You can put yourself back in the driver's seat. I think this is how I'm going to describe it. I've talked about the bear and the hare, right? Everyone's motivated differently. Some people, in this analogy, everybody's a fox. Some fox are motivated by chasing the hare, right? They're going to try to eat a rabbit. They're motivated by what they're chasing. Some people are a fox motivated by the bear. That's the bear that's chasing you, right? Either way, you're motivated, but one of them's a bit scarier than the other.
Yeah.
One of them's more chasing. I think tonight is about chasing. You're chasing getting in control of the series. You're chasing coming back to home ice with momentum. You're chasing putting yourself back in the driver's seat. Right? Don't be motivated out of the fear of, oh no, 0-2. Be motivated out of the how exciting is 1-1. Be motivated out of the how can we steal one at MSG. Go chase that. Because I think it could really set yourself up on a run to the Eastern Conference Finals and beyond.